Hello, everyone, and welcome back, and welcome to our Summer Kitchen series. I'm so excited to introduce this brand new series, and it's all about getting into the community, of course, but also it's focusing on the farmers market. So, I want to talk to you about this week from the market. So, each week this summer, we are going to have one seasonal ingredient that I'm going to be showcasing from the farmers market. We are going to learn all about this ingredient, bring it into the kitchen, prepare a simple, easy meal with this, and it's going to be so wonderful and nourishing as we do this together. My hope is that with these lessons, they will help you feel more connected and more confident when choosing seasonal foods, especially when we're in the farmer's market, and then maybe even possibly growing at your own house. Today, we're starting with one of my favorite summer vegetables, yellow summer squash. So, this is the main ingredient this week. I got this from the farmer's market a couple weeks ago, and yes, it's still good to eat. It is beautiful, it is ripe, it is tender, it is ready. One of the things I love about shopping seasonally, especially at the market, is you're going to get some of the freshest, richest foods that are very affordable, of course, but they're also full of flavor. When choosing your yellow squash, what we want to look for is that it's firm, it's smooth, and it has bright, vibrant yellow or green flesh. Um, the smaller ones are more tender and they have a sweeter flavor. At home, we want to store our squash in the refrigerator and use it within the next few days for best texture. Again, I got this a couple weeks ago, but I have a really good storage place. But simple choices like this help us to reconnect with the season and also reconnect with our body. So, why summer squash and why is this going to nourish us? So, one of the reasons I wanted to start with summer squash is because it fits perfectly with what we're learning continuing this month in July on hydration, movement, and recovery. Yellow squash is naturally high in water, which makes it a wonderful vegetable to enjoy during the summer as it's hot, so it's going to cool us down. It's also rich full of fiber as well. It provides a wonderful amount of vitamin C, which supports, as we know, our immune system. And it also has vitamin A, which helps for healthy skin and which is also rich in potassium too. And so when we're doing fluid balance, we want to make sure that we have good muscle function. And so yellow squash is going to support both muscle function and digestion and health. This is not going to be a good food or a bad food. What we want to think about is overall nourishment. So try it, see if you like it. Um, every colorful fruit and vegetable always brings something unique to our plate. Yellow squash is going to be our summer example of that. You can do this in so many different ways. So, how are we going to bring this to the kitchen? So, what we want to do is we want to put it into practice. Choosing vegetables that you normally don't have or normally that you don't eat, that's part of the practice. Today, what I'm going to be using the squash for is I'm making squash eggs with turkey sausage, and I'm going to be grabbing some herbs from the garden. So, this is just a wonderful example of bringing a balanced plate and building that. I'm going to be getting great amount of protein from both the turkey sausage and the eggs. This is going to be a colorful vegetable, of course. I'm going to add the herbs in there. And one of the great things about this meal combination is it won't feel heavy. It's healthy. And it won't have me spending a lot of hours in the kitchen. And so some of the times when we're starting with fresh ingredients, we try to sometimes we may restrict ourselves because we don't want to try it, but try just one ingredient you haven't had before, one fresh ingredient, and I'll close it off with the recipe for you. So thank you so much for joining. This week, it's all about um, changing and challenging, but making it simple. So the next time you're at the farmer's market or even at your neighborhood grocery store, you're going to see a lot of seasonal things. I encourage you to step up and pick that yellow squash or pick that pepper and just try adding one of these new vegetables each week to your meal. So, like today, maybe you can start with your breakfast if you haven't done that already, or maybe you can start roasting it or tossing it into some things as well. But there isn't one right way. It's just another way to enjoy food. And the most important thing is simply getting comfortable bringing fresh ingredients into your kitchen. Because remember, the game is to make our kitchen our healthy hub. So thank you so much for joining me for our first week of the week what we're bringing from the market. Into this week's farmers market pick, we are picking squash. If you would love more information, if you like these educational videos, especially if you're new to cooking, especially if you're new to cooking with seasonal foods, I encourage you to join Nourish in the Kitchen. It's our wonderful community. It's online where we have bring seasonal ingredients to your kitchen, especially helping you, encouraging you in midlife. You can go ahead and go to my website, which is nourishingthekitchen.com/join, and you can sign up for the 5-day guest pass. Until then, continue to thrive and stay nourished. Thank you.